Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. He's got his guys in mid-season form already, an impressive 3-0 start to the year. The Falcons offense ready to get rolling again. 3-0 are they on the new season. And the one we're going to be watching is this man, their veteran wide receiver. And you wonder, what can he do for an encore, Charles, after the numbers that he put up a week ago?
That's a great question, because not only was he the talk of the NFL, he's talking the entire football world. You have little kids out there begging their parents for his jersey, wanting to be him, and put up those kind of numbers in the backyard. Now, look, I don't think he'll approach what he did last week, but 6 for over 100 yards, I think that's well within reach.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Operating from the gun, Meadows into the hands of London. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
First down. It's a gain of 17 yards.
Off the play fake. Meadows. And a quick throw here. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
At the 16-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and 10.
It's second down and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this one's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at third and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Here we go now on first and goal. Back to throw again. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. For the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Second and 5. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Operating from the gun. Meadows. Wide open receiver, complete. Another catch for him there, and the numbers starting to stack up a bit. He's closing in already on a 100-yard game. We're still in the first half. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 49-yard line. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Here's second and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows. And he has another they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line.
First down. A gain of 15. First down, Falcons.
Back to throw. Meadows. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Meadows. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Falcons lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Throwing to start the drive. Meadows. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4th down.
3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for help. I do it for you.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll that'll bring up second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Meadows. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Still going inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Back to throw. Meadows. The quick slant caught.
To number 5. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Throwing to start the drive. Meadows. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And it's 3rd down.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Meadows. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
It's a gain of 6.
And he is the NFC reigning offensive player of the week. You got to think, all the guys that take the field each and every week, that's not an easy award. Always has to feel good to grab it.
It has to feel great because it separates you, at least for a week, amongst your peers. And for him to separate again, he has to have the same type of a game. That means being explosive up the line of scrimmage and catching everything that comes his way.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 15. 1st down, Falcons.
60.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It is a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
At the 14-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. Touchdown, Falcons. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Falcons continue to pull away here in this first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future.
The Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. Throwing to start the drive. Meadows. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and
from the gun. Meadows. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Throwing after the interception. Meadows. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA. And we'll jump. The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back to throw now on first down. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The first down pass.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 2. Operating from the gun. Meadows. Quick throw, that's complete on the inside slam. The quick slam, good for 8 and a first.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Operating from the gun, Meadows. And this is incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Man, and he hits him in stride. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. Back to throw. Meadows. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. From 10 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up.
They'll look to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further.
Eagles 19.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they're both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete.
Nice throw there by the rookie from Ole Miss. And he's got his guys a first down.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Quick throw. That's complete on the inside slant. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Looking to throw. Meadows. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
Back to throw. Meadows. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on third down. Meadows.
And the Falcons are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Looking to throw. Meadows. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's third and goal. Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons are able to extend their lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice.
And here now come the Falcons. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Meadows. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 35-yard line.
from the gun. Meadows. And a quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
And the throw in the catch was just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete.
Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Back to throw. Meadows. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Meadows. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the Eagles' 27-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
Back to throw. Meadows. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Operating from the gun. Meadows. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
A gain of 14. 1st down, Atlanta.
Looking to throw. Meadows. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Back to throw. Meadows got London on a slant. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll make it 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. From 4 yards out. And the Falcons are going to be moving to 4-0 as they extend their lead. Yet another touchdown in what has just been a high-scoring affair, a fun one to watch. And it's the rookie quarterback, Charles, coming through with yet another touchdown pass to pad the lead.
Did we come into this game where defense was optional? Because it certainly feels that way, right? But when you look at the scoreboard, this rookie, he has his team moving a little bit quicker pace than his opponents. The entire offense is going to get plenty of praise, but I think these coaches have to be especially happy with what their quarterback has done.
The Falcons are going to leave the offense out there. They'll go for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Andrew McCuba. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, getting a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Now a 2nd and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Meadows. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Meadows. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Operating from the gun. Meadows. The quick slant caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
A gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw. Meadows. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball down the field as well.
The Falcons offense set to go. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
Back to throw. Meadows. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another 1st down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop any like that one. 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Operating from the gun, Meadows. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Meadows. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 14-yard line.
Back to throw. Meadows. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. Touchdown! From 6 yards away. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Starting to really smell a 4-0 start right now. Can't ask for a better.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles' defense.